total quality management, see the term itself says that management is focusing on total quality, right? So total quality management, if we discuss, then you have already learned a maintenance of quality. What we do is value engineering, value analysis, where value engineering says that design modifications are to be implemented for making sure that your quality remains same, improvements in quality. And then we had Kaizen costing, which says we goes on continuous improvement of your designs and your process to reduce your cost. So then why we are learning total quality manage as a different topic, as already the quality has been managed or quality has been maintained in your chapters of target costing. So the reason why we focusing on total quality management is this concept specifically talks about the quality management. It has no concern whether the cost increases or decreases, but obviously a company will always focus to make sure that the costs are reduced and the targets are achieved. But for some products where the company's priority are not cost or the price, but their priorities are totally quality, they will make sure that my quality management is been achieved. When it comes to target costing, if you understand, what happened was our main primary focus was on selling price, from which my profits are to be understood, and then I am reducing my cost. So the focus is on reducing your cost, maintaining your profits. Here my focus is on not reducing on cost or maintaining my profits. Here my focus on maintenance of quality. See, like there are two, probably you understand, then there is one Apple products and those are one known as Android phones, that is. So Apple iPhone, the pricing is always higher compared to the substitutes or compared to the replacements of Android phones. The reason being that is Apple focuses more on quality. So for them, there is no question of target costing, or for them there is no question of selling price percentage profits. Their focus is on only because of quality purpose. Once the quality is achieved, then they decide their selling prices. But when it comes to Android phones, there are various companies which are following, right? So when a Vivo is launching a phone, it has to make sure that the pricing and the targets are achieved on the basis of the competitor Oppo or Lenovo. There are various brands that we have like Samsung, OnePlus. So all those brands make sure that target cost is achieved first, then our profits, and then our selling price is decided. In total quality management, the pricing is decided on the basis of the quality of the product. So focus over here is more on quality. The definitions over here, we have three definitions: quality control, quality assurance, and quality management. It is concerned with the past and deals with data obtained from previous production, which allows actions to be taken to stop the production of defective units. So the main quality, if you focus over here, ultimately your goal over here is stop production of defective units, control the quality in that way. Quality assurance, it deals with past and concerned with the putting in places of systems to prevent, underline, prevent defects from occurring. So their target is to make sure quality assurance, right? Then there is quality management. It is concerned with the future and manages people in the process of continuous improvement of the product and service offered by the organization, right? So this was one of those targets what Apple implemented. You know, Apple has a system of ecosystem, Apple ecosystem, what we call it as. Apple is a system where the Apple products, when they are scrapped, those are again reused and made possible that environment is maintained and the products do not cause harms to the environment. So that purpose, their quality assurance, their quality management, and their quality control is basically what we learn from here, or what we learn in that company. Thus, where quality assurance is responsible for system which prevent future departures from budgeted cost and corrective mechanism to prevent future departures from budgeted cost, TQM uses the skill and participation of the workforce to reduce the cost of production of goods and services. It becomes TQM when embraces the whole organization. What is TQM? It is a term used to describe a situation where all business functions are involved in a process of continuous quality improvement has been adopted. So this is basically known as continuous quality improvement process, what they go through. Like now when you go for continuous quality improvement, quality assurance, right, that is what we learned, that quality control says that defective units should be reduced. So ultimately, if I am making sure that my defective units are reduced, overall, if you understand, your cost would also be reduced because your defective cost, wastage costs are lower. If you understand quality assurance, your quality assurance says that my prevents defect occurring, the defects what we are acquiring. I give an assurance to my customers. Quality maintenance, if you talk about, quality is a continuous improvement in the product service offered to the organization. So ultimately, when you're maintaining a quality, or when you're giving a quality assurance, your replacement cost, servicing cost, warranty cost, all those are ultimately reduced, and that is how there is a cost reduction or cost management targets, how it has been achieved in total quality management, right? So this is what we have done. Cost of quality. Quality costs are of two types: cost incurred on inspection or laboratory test to increase the probability that delivered products meet its specification, and second is cost incurred for replacements when a delivered product fails to meet its specification. Now, cost associated with product quality program may be grouped into four categories. This is one of those important parts which we need to understand: prevention cost, appraisal cost, internal failure cost, and external failure cost. In a lot of times this theory question has been asked. A lot of time institute has made sure that the questions like comment on these questions, or provide your opinions or advice in those. What are the prevention cost, what are the approval cost or appraisals cost, what are the internal failure costs, and what are the external failure costs. This is how we decide. These are the four important things what we need to understand for our quality compliance. First is prevention cost. See, I repeat, what cost associated with product quality program. When it comes to the reduction in product, when you focus more on product quality, quality can be achieved by four categories. One is prevention cost. This focuses on preventing the production of products that do not conform to specification. Ultimately, we are preventing production of those products. What we are preventing? Those products which are not achieving our specification, what here it is required. So it is preventing the production of product that do not conform the specification. Ultimately, defective units, what you do? You prevent that defective units reduction has been done. Individual cost components include supplier evaluation, supplier quality seminars, employee training, equipment design reviews, machine tooling calibration, preventive maintenance cost, quality planning and training, and the extra cost for acquiring higher quality of raw material. So we are trying to make sure that we prevent this cost, the cost incurred to make sure that defective units of prevention will help you. See, I make sure that my employees are being trained. Sometimes there are questions in CA final, like they will give you 6 to 8 type of cost and say that bifurcate this cost into 4 categories, whether they are preventive, appraisal, internal or external failures. So in that theory questions also it is useful, or they may ask you give a note, that is also useful. So when it comes to prevention cost, what happens is evaluating suppliers, how the suppliers are. Evaluation is very important. Supplier quality seminars, putting those. Employee training. When I am giving an employee training, I am doing a prevention cost. Because if my employee is not trained well, what will happen is he will do production of defective units. He might commit mistake in product mixing. He might commit mistake in product process. So that is the reason employee training is again a kind of prevention cost. So prevention costs are those costs which you incur to make sure that your defective products or your preventive units of you can prevent the production that are not fulfilling or that are not conforming your specification. Then it comes to approval or appraisal cost. This focuses on detecting which individual products of this produced do not conform to specification. What is that? Individual cost components include inspection, testing program for any material, work on quality, finished goods, engineering programs, quality test audits, and field test. Now what is appraisal cost, approval cost or appraisal cost? What is that is when I am incurring any cost to make sure the standards are achieved, to make sure inspections are done, to make sure the quality tests are done, my process of making sure that the total testing or process finishing, my work in progress, finished goods, engineering programs, whenever I do such kind of cost which improves that, it is known as appraisal cost. The word appraisal itself means improvement, higher. They want you to appraise, they want you to make sure that your this process appraises my process, appraises my product. So quality check, your inspection test, testing test, program batch test, finished goods test, all those testings when you do, it appraises your product's quality. That is why it is called as appraisal cost, right? So we can say that testing cost, whatever company is incurring, those all are kind of appraisal cost, because those testing gives appraisal to your product. Then we have prevention cost, already discussed. Internal failure cost, these are associated with material and product that fail to meet quality standards. So this focus on cost incurred when a non-conforming product is detected before its shipment to customers. So what is internal failure cost? My finished goods is produced, but when I check or when I go for finished product, it doesn't meet the standards what it is required. So that is my internal failure, that my production couldn't be done well. Right? When it comes to see, all this is a step by step. If you understand, the prevention cost was for your materials. Before you start a production, you should take care that you prevent, or you take preventive steps to make sure your materials are dispatched, your materials are purchased well, materials go for proper testing, material goes for proper training to the employees and all those stuff. Then after they go to the production department, all this testing cost what you do are known as appraisal cost. After that, when your finished goods are produced, what the internal failure cost is, this focus on cost incurred when non-conforming product is detected before shipment to customers. Important over is before its shipments to customer. Individual component include rework cost, scrap cost, again packaging cost, space cost, tooling change, downtime cost, repairs. Different kind of cost we incur. When the finished product is achieved, it may not be necessary that it is scrapped. It is waste. There are chances where you do rework cost, repair cost, your downtime cost, stoppage cost, wastage cost. All those incurs are known as internal failure cost. And the fourth is external failure cost. These are incurred when inferior products are delivered to customer. So inferior products are delivered to customer, probably known as after sales services, what you say, are known as external failure cost. So the four processes: before production is preventive, during production all the tests are your appraisal cost, after production check before shipments are your internal, and after shipments the customer services, support services are known as external failure cost. Individual components includes cost of return products, work done under warranty, guarantee, replacements, product quality, one approach used, estimated hand. So customer sales services, what we call it as. Now this is again very important. Prevention and appraisal cost. Prevention and appraisal costs are called cost of quality compliance, while external and failure costs are called as cost of non-compliance. Right? So these are important terms which you need to understand. So they may ask what are the cost of quality compliance, then you should know that quality compliance is prevention and appraisals, right? The individual costs that incurred in these categories come from many different function areas such as purchase, production, distribution, marketing and all those stuff, and that is what we have already discussed. It has been observed that various stages or steps to be taken for implementation of TQM. Now identification of customer groups, what you have, identification of customers expectation, what our customer is expecting, right? Third is identification of customer decision making requirement of the product, what your customer is demanding, what is his decisions, what are his requirements. Identification of perceived problems in decision making process, what happened before, what went wrong with those products, right? Comparison with other organization and benchmarking, customer feedback, identification of improvement opportunities, and quality improvement process through determination of new strategies, new elimination. Right? So before I start my launching of my product, or before I have my some new products, I'll make sure what kind of customer groups I'm focusing on, what kind of customers expectations they have, what are their decisions about the product, how the design, how the quality they have been asking, and on those customer feedbacks, on those improvements and all those process we could follow. So these are then explained in the steps below. Identification of improvement opportunity and implementation of quality improvement process, how the process is done, that is also again what we have discussed. Problem identification, ranking, analysis, innovations, evaluation. Now difficulties experienced each stage of phrase process and its remedies. So what are the difficulties that you face and what are the remedies that you go on this phrase, that is this process of, this is what we call it as phrase stage, praise. This comes from here, praise. This is a shortcut that you can remember, right? Problem identification, ranking, analysis, innovation, solution, evaluation. So this P, this R, this A, this I, S, E. So what are the difficulties and how the remedies can be solved? That is what we have been given here. Implementation of praise process, again what is that? Fundamental requirement for the implementation of TQM, 6 C's of TQM, again very important question. What are the requirements of your, what are the fundamental requirements for implementation of TQM? Fundamental requirement, that is 6C. You need to have commitment, right? You need to have the commitment. First of all, commitment you should have. Commitment that you will be able to deliver this quality. Then you need to develop this culture. Training lies in the center to make sure the culture has been developed in the organizations. Then we have continuous improvement, recognition of TQM process and not a program necessary, that we are committed to long term and never. So continuous, keep on doing long term process, that is you keep on doing your research, you keep on doing your analysis. Then we require cooperations. So cooperation requires total employees cooperation, job experience, their experience with the firm, their experience in the companies. Then we have customer focus, always be customer focus. And last is control, documentation, procedure, awareness of current best practices and how TQM has been implemented and it is functioning properly, appropriately or not. So these 6 C's are again very important, where you started with commitment, culture, continuous improvement, you do a cooperation, customer focus and control. Again 6 C's are very important. Fundamental principle associated with 4 P's. Next, 4 P's is again something very important for your theory of understanding. What are the 4 P's? The problem listed in phase flows are disrupted in TQM, and to avoid such disruptions and paralysis, the company follows 4 P's. What are the 4 P's that company focuses on? Number 1 is people, that is your customers. Number 2 is the process. Number 3 is what is the problems for this process. And number 4 is what are the preparations that we have done for these problems. So these 4 P's are again very important. People, process, problems and their preparations, right? Correct. 6 C's, 4 P's, TQM, that is what we need to understand. Critical success factors, this focus should be on customers, everyone within the organization should be involved in TQM, that is what we said. Internal improvements are in 6 C's that we all discussed, continuous improvement, controls and all those stuff. How does TQM facilitate value addition to an organization? As I said, your quality is maintained, your prices accordingly, your tests are done accordingly, product satisfaction is achieved, and that is how there is a low cost of wastage, low cost of your warranty guarantee charges. Few principles of TQM, already that is what we have discussed. TQM may also become disoriented and misdirected. List some remedies to correct such misdirection. Again, this is those important questions. You may not be able to implement TQM very well because your focus on documentation was not correct. The documentation process was not correct. You are emphasizing quality assurance rather than improvement. You are emphasizing on quality assurance, that we assure that we give you this quality. But have you made sure that your quality has been improved? Then you can assure, right? An internal focus which is odds at the allied customer orientation. So that is also one of those reasons. Philosophy, continuous improvement is a challenge. This is what example we have given. ABC Limited initiated quality improvement program. So how this quality improvement program in the preceding year and current year took place. Classify cost into prevention, appraisal, internal failure and external failure. That is what we have already discussed. So these are the cost what we have incurred, compute the profit. So this is one of those examples. This may be, such kind of questions may be asked for your theory examples, what we say, right? So such kind of questions can be asked. Classify the cost. So what are the costs company has been incurring, what are the costs that company has been opted, and how they will decide. Production, product inspection, product warranty, quality training, all those costs. So see, prevention cost is quality training, right? Appraisal cost is product inspection, and internal failure is scrap and rework. So this 3, production inspection, productive warranty and quality training, scrap, rework, all are cost classifications.